What you're about to see is of incredible importance for all of us, no matter where you live. I'm not an American citizen. I am from Europe. I migrated to America a couple of years ago. I understand now that what happens in America impacts the entire world. Let me repeat that because so many of us don't understand this. What happens in America has a life-changing influence on all of us worldwide. It doesn't matter where we live. So I want to encourage you, wherever you live, be it in Asia, Africa, Europe or America, to watch this video and share it worldwide, because what you're about to see has to be exposed to everyone all over the world. Hi, I'm David Sorensen from StopWorldControl.com. In this video you will see the evidence how a major election that has a tremendous impact on the destiny of America and on the lives of hundreds of millions of people in America, and directly on the lives of billions all around the world. I'll focus on Arizona. Keri Lake is a Christian patriot, a mother who defends not only her children but the children of the people of the state of Arizona, and who stands up to protect the children of America. Why? Because her opponent, Katie Hobbs, is financing campaigns that want to teach toddlers, tiny little kids in kindergarten and preschool, how to masturbate and how to have sex. Her husband has been involved in a sexual surgery for a 10-year-old girl, changing her gender. She is pushing this incredibly torturous, destructive agenda where they literally want to mind control, manipulate, intimidate little children to change their sexual gender, to change their identity without the consent of their parents. Once a child is manipulated into believing that although she's born as a girl, she's actually a boy, or the other way around, it messes up their personality, their psychology, their emotions, and their entire social life, and they can never have a healthy family. So it's no surprise that Katie Hobbs is not popular. If you look at the followers of Keri Lake, who protects the children, who opposes this destructive, diabolical agenda, Keri Lake has 1,100,000 followers combined from Twitter, Facebook and Instagram. 1,100,000. Katie Hobbs only has a poor 150,000. This means that Keri Lake, listen to me, this is critical, we have to understand what's going on here. Keri Lake has more than 7 times. She has more than 7 times the followers on social media than Katie Hobbs. That's why every single poll concluded there was no way whatsoever that Katie Hobbs could win this election. Keri Lake was clearly chosen by the people. But to everybody's surprise, Katie Hobbs beat her. What is going on here? What is happening in America? Here are a few testimonies from people. There are tens of thousands of people like these. These are just a few examples. Listen to what they have to say.
My first ballot, they tried to scan about 8 times. It was rejected every time.
Upon arrival, none of the machines were reading very well.
And then I came to the tabulator to put my ballot in, and the tabulator rejected it.
When I got inside, I witnessed a woman that put her ballot through the machine like 4 times, went to the other machine, took it through 4 times. It did not read.
My ballot was rejected after completed. It went through the tabulating machine, and I was told that there was a problem with the printer, that they couldn't accept my ballot.
They were saying that the tabulating machines were down.
I stood in line for about an hour and it was barely moving, so I went to inquire as to what the delay was. I went inside the polling place and I was told that the tabulators were not working.
Stood in line for nearly 2 hours before I was able to cast my ballot. In the time I spent in line with another individual who was checking his watch, we noticed several individuals look at their watches, their phones, and just simply exit the line without casting a ballot. Clearly, this is a case of voter suppression.
I believe it was a form of voter suppression.
Did you know that in 2008 Barack Obama had a very inconvenient slip of tongue?
Well, I tell you what, it helps in Ohio that we got Democrats in charge of the machines. Well, I tell you what, it helps in Ohio that we got Democrats in charge of the machines.
The renowned federal attorney Sidney Powell posted the following. The mine inspector, unopposed, gets 400,000 more votes than Keri Lake. The Republican treasurer, not unopposed, gets 100,000 more votes than Keri Lake. The Democrat treasurer gets 190,000 less votes than Democrat Hobbs. This means that people went in, supposedly, and voted for the Republican treasurer, but not for the Republican governor. And people went in, supposedly, and voted for the Democrat governor, and at the same time they voted for the Republican treasurer. Yeah, makes perfect sense. And then you have the report by election judge Michelle Swinnick. She was present during the election in Scottsdale, Arizona, and she saw how the night before all the tabulators who process the voting ballots worked perfectly. Yet on election day, more than 60 of them refused to work, causing a major disruption in the election. She says the following. In my opinion, the machines were programmed to do this and it was all planned. The process and narrative, both machines and people. It was brilliantly done. In the following clip, you can literally see that voters could only vote for Democrat candidates and not for Republicans.
I didn't understand what you said. What did you just say?
Okay. With this election, you can vote in any precinct.
No, you said the Republican side is not what?
I don't have staff, so we are closed right now.
So for the Democrat, I can vote Democrat then?
You can vote Democrat.
But not Republican?
Not Republican, I'm sorry.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Well, I tell you what, it helps in Ohio that we got Democrats in charge of the machines.
The claim made by the criminalized news media is that elections are safe. But if that is so, then why does the name of a Democrat candidate appear not one, but 3 times on this ballot? 3 times the same name. Keri Lake knew that this would happen, so she issued a warning beforehand. Listen closely.
Working behind the scenes, and I have a stern warning to anybody who thinks they're going to try to steal this next election. You're going to get caught. We've got eyes, we've got ears, and we have lawyers all over. And our law enforcement is on top of it. And and know this. This next election, if you're caught cheating when I'm governor, there's not going to be a slap on the wrist. We're going after people who stole our vote. This is our sacred vote, and we will not stand by and have it stolen. Not again. And we're going to go back and look at who stole the 2020 election as well.
So what does this have to do with the nations of the world? Everything. The world has become incredibly connected. It's like one big village. And we can look at America as the town square. Whatever happens in the town square will flow into the streets of the other nations. If in America they are able to push the agenda of indoctrinating little children so that they start masturbating, they start having sex with one another, and they are mind controlled to change their sexual identity, which completely messes them up emotionally, psychologically, socially, in every way of their life. If that happens in America, it will happen all over the world. And it is happening all over the world already. But if it becomes official policy in America to establish this in the schools, then I can tell you that all hell is going to break loose. People who do this are child abusers. They are child predators. They are absolutely wicked to the core. Did you know that Katie Hobbs, when she was a student, she was involved in organizing slave days. During those slave days, new students were forced to be the slave of the seniors at school. Katie Hobbs was involved in that, in enslaving fellow students. I'm asking you to share this because we have to awaken humanity more than ever before. There are a few things that you can do to help. Send this video to all your contacts in America and ask them to forward it to anyone they know in or near Arizona. We have to get this information out to Arizonans. The vast majority of people don't have a voice. They don't know what to do. But there are several websites where they can now have a voice and they can submit their testimony of how their vote was actively and aggressively suppressed. First of all, they can all email their story, their own experience, to the following email: countmyvote@azgop.org. That is countmyvote@azgop.org. Please write this down as well: www.saveaznow.com. saveaznow.com. And if you want to know if your vote has been processed, then go to www.kerilake.com/cure. That is kerilake.com/cure. I hope that all of us will kick into gear. Share this with everyone you know. People need to know. This happens all over the world. This happened recently in Brazil. I'm from the Netherlands. Elections are being stolen in the Netherlands. By far the most popular candidate was pushed away by a lady who is a witch from the World Economic Forum, who wants to impose all kinds of tyranny on the people of the Netherlands. She was extremely unpopular. Nobody liked her, and yet she won from the most popular candidate. The same happened in Brazil. The same is happening all around the world. So this illustrates what's happening in our nations. We have to expose this. We have to wake up the people to what's going on. So please share this. And if you want to see more evidence that elections are being stolen, and if you want to understand why are they doing this, what is the agenda behind it, why are they so aggressively pushing good people out, people who defend children, people who defend the rights and freedoms of humanity, people who want to protect the world, why are they pushing them away? What is the deeper agenda behind all of this? Sign up for the free emails at stopworldcontrol.com and you will learn exactly what's going on. We need you. The world needs you. The children need you. We all need each other. Each and every one who watches this can make a difference. We need everyone to help expose this incredible crime against humanity and protect the children and protect this world. So please share this video, sign up for the free emails at stopworldcontrol.com and do whatever you can do to help turn the tide worldwide. Thank you very much.